Hey, Renee, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Annette.
All
I
right,
like the
we're
plaid.
still going through the mini series. Are you ready to hit the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Let's
right,
roll.
here we go. Protecting yourself and setting boundaries. Setting boundaries. Boundaries that you actually communicate with other people. So the holidays, there's a lot of different times getting together. I'm even talking the 4th of July holiday, any holiday or family gathering or whatever it is. I know I worked with someone, and every single time they got together as a family, for some reason, her mom would just start putting her down, putting her down, putting her down in front of her children, in front of her siblings. Now, when they met up, where they went shopping together, or she just went over to the house to visit with her alone, it didn't happen. But when everybody was together, she would put her down, make her look so stupid, even say she was stupid, to the point where she just was just humiliated. And her mother would bring up things that she did when she was a child and all this stuff that really put her on the bad side. It wasn't cute little memories. This was ugly stuff. And even would bring up the fact that she was sexually abused and she probably deserved it because of the way she acted as a child. This is uncalled for. And she needed to sit down and have a talk with her mom and set the boundaries that if she was going to start talking in that manner and such, she was not going to be there. She would pick up, she would leave. So the holiday came and everybody showed up, and she didn't. She already talked to her mom ahead of time. And unfortunately, her mom went into her old ways and started talking that way. And she went ahead and got up, and she took her 2 kids that were with her and said, "Hey, we're leaving now." And told everybody, "Hey, we're going to leave, but we haven't even eaten dinner yet." "I know, we're leaving now. It was good seeing you all. Talk to you all later." And she left. She didn't stick around for the being verbally. Thank God. She finally set a boundary and followed through. Well, her mother was shocked that she was so rude. But when she brought up later the reason why, "I set the boundary, Mom. I told you if you were going to act this way, I would leave." Well, that threw her mom. And she said, "Well, I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It bothers you so much." And no, it's not right. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do it to my siblings. And her mom just didn't see the problem with it. And so it was quite a while before they attempted another family gathering. She did. Her mom started in. She walked up to her and said, "If you don't stop now, we're leaving." She goes, "I'll be quiet." And her mom stopped.
Amen.
Her mom
Wow.
stopped, and her sister picked up where her mom left off. And I know, but by then she had built up enough courage to go ahead and say, not to speak to her in that way, that she was being cruel. And her sister didn't care. And so she got her children and she left. And everybody thought, "Whoa, she's just being so emotional. She's just, being a jerk." And it didn't matter. When those holidays come, she doesn't go back there. She goes with other family and friends that invite her to other places, not this part of her family. Is it a loss? Yeah, she grieves that she can't be with her mom and her siblings because she does enjoy their company, but not together, apart, separately. But she grieves that she can't be with them on those holidays. It's their grandma, it's their kids' grandma and such. And that was her reason of why she had to be there and experience it and just put up with it. And when she was given permission not to, it opened a whole new door to her.
Oh my word. Huge new world.
Yes. Just because she needed to set a boundary.
Well, I applaud her. I applaud her.
Yes,
so
it took a lot. It took a lot. She thought the second time it'd be better. Yes.
It's unfortunate that she had to keep going at it, in the sense of it didn't stop after the first time setting the boundary. She still had to still experience it and then reset the boundary again and remind that person, hey. And it had to be followed up with the actions of, I said I was going to walk away, so I walked away.
Yes.
done.
And it was not easy. I mean, she cried, she grieved over it, and that would be normal.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
ignore and don't try to candy coat anything. I know when we had talked before, when I mentioned when I feel like depression's knocking on my door, I go ahead and start thinking, changing my mindset. Where am I going to put my attitude? That type of thing. And what actions can I take? At the same time, I don't want to candy coat a situation. When I mean candy coat, everybody knows what garlic tastes like. They know what it smells like as well. But a whole clove of garlic, if I was to give one of those to you, pop in your mouth and chew it, it'd be too much flavor all at once for a lot of people.
Very potent.
Well, there's an old saying of don't put a chocolate covered piece of, don't chocolate cover garlic, something like that. Don't put this coating of chocolate on it, because boy, it would look like a cashew, wouldn't it? It would look yummy if I put milk chocolate poured over the garlic and you pop it in your mouth. It's still going to be, she's going to still grieve that loss. It still tastes like a loss. And it was for the holidays. That was her loss for her. And it was real and was a loss to her children as well. And she felt guilty for that. And she had to give that up and change to healthier thinking that it's her family actually that has the issue, that they don't know how to be kind.
And that's hard sometimes as a former abused person to even have the right perspective. We're made to think that we're the blame. We're made to think we're the one that always has to apologize. We're made to think we're the one in the wrong, or we're the crazy one, or we're the black sheep. And truth is, we are none of those things.
Yeah. Her new future was in better places with her children, with new families to celebrate the holidays. And it turned out to be really good traditions, but it was hard in the beginning to make that change, to walk out the door for all of that. And they had to grieve it to be able to go on and see the new future that they had.
And it's familiar, so the loss of the familiar, it's easier. It's what you grew up with. Sometimes you think that's all there is and don't know that there's actual better out there until you sever and set those kind of boundaries. Then the door gets open to better possibilities that you didn't even realize existed.
Well, the hard part was setting a boundary with an adult that it's your mom, it's your dad. To set a boundary with them seems so odd, but because they're overstepping, their authority figure, right? But because they're overstepping, you're needing to do that. And if you're not sure, ask someone else in your life, because they could have a better perspective. Somebody you trust, somebody who's wise.
Yes, yeah. Just your story alone gives so much wisdom to others who are battling that.
Well, I'm so proud of her.
So am I. Amen. Yeah. When you talk to her, tell her thank you tell her thank you for her courage, because that courage is teaching other people.
All right. We'll see you again. Bye.
All right.